Hi, my name is Sean Maxwell, and today I'm going to be giving a demonstration speech on how to change a car tire. Now, a couple of benefits from knowing how to do this are that it can save you a lot of time, money, and it can make you a more independent adult. Now, the first step to do this is you're going to want to locate where your spare tire is. For my case, it's in the trunk under the board, but some cars, like trucks, might have them on the underside, and other cars like Jeeps might have them on the back. Once you've done that, you can get started. Once you've located and grabbed your spare tire, go ahead and set that off to the side for now. To get this job done, we're going to need two main tools. The first being the jack stand. This is what we'll use to raise the car and keep it off the ground as we swap out the tires. The second, we're going to need a lug wrench. This is what we'll use to take off these lug nuts. Now, before you raise the car in the air, you're going to want to go ahead and loosen all these lug nuts, because if you try to do this while the car is in the air, the tire is going to turn as you're going to do it, and it's going to become very difficult. So all you do is you take the lug wrench, put it on the lug nut, and just turn to the left. These shouldn't be too tight. However, some cars have bigger lug nuts, and those typically tend to be tighter. Now, once we've done that step, we're ready to raise the car. Now, we're on to raising the car. This step is fairly simple, as all you have to do is take your jack stand and slide it under the car. Now, most companies are going to have points in the manual that they want you to raise it from, and these are going to be structural points on the frame that won't damage anything as you raise it. In my case, that's this little lip right here. And in case that's hard to tell from this angle, here's a picture that might help. Now all you have to do is just hold the jack stand with one hand and start raising it with the other, keeping an eye on making sure you have it lined up with that point that you need to raise it from. And just keep turning until you get the car about half an inch off the ground, so it's easy to pull that tire off. Now this can take a little bit, so I'll fast forward to once the car is high enough. Now that we have the car in the air, we can go ahead and finish taking off all these lug nuts so we can swap out the tires. Now if you did a good job loosening these while the car was on the ground, you should just be able to remove the lug nuts by hand. If not, that's fine. You can go ahead and grab your lug wrench and finish taking these off. Go ahead and do that for as many lug nuts as your tire has. Once you have all these lug nuts removed, go ahead and set them somewhere off to the side close by. Now go ahead and remove the cover for your tire. Now we're ready to take it off. What I recommend you do is get your legs below and put your hands on the side. And then lift the tire with your legs and pull it back with your whole body just like that. And go ahead and set this off to the side. Now we're ready to put on the spare tire. Go ahead, roll it in place. Just line it up with the bolts. Go ahead, take your lug nuts and hand tighten each one just till they're snug. Once you have all the lug nuts on your spare tire all nice and hand tight, we can go ahead and lower the car. That's just as simple as turning the handle in the other direction on your jack stand. So I'll go ahead and skip to that part. Once the tire is back on the ground, we can go ahead and take our lug wrench and tighten all these lug nuts down. Now the way you want to do this is you want to go in kind of a star pattern. This is to make sure that you tighten the tire on nice and even and it won't leave any wobble. And you want to make sure you don't put it on too tight because you don't want to risk stripping the threads. And once you've done that, your spare tire is ready to go. Now there's one thing you have to keep in mind, and that's that once you have this on, you don't want to drive faster than 50 miles per hour. And that's because spare tires are typically smaller and not as durable as normal tires. These are just placeholders until you can go and find a replacement. Now that is how you switch a tire. Thank you.